To Be or Not to Be by Antonio Calip Hugo. Probably the best known lines in English literature, to be or not to be, is a question asked at one point by the lead character in a famous play, written by William Shakespeare. Hamlet's soliloquy dwelt upon a very complex subject, the meaning of life and death. To be or not to be is also an essential question that you need to address at this point in your life. For soon enough, you will be leaving your childhood days before you're even aware that you're in fact half out of it. The caterpillar you once were, happily munching your days away with nary care in the world, has all of a sudden become a winged thing you are today. A butterfly equipped with wings for flying, for visiting gardens far beyond a fabled Eden in your youth. Life is a series of changes and transformations. The driving forces behind these changes are known by various names such as nature, fate, destiny, or divine providence. Some changes are beyond our mortal powers to control. Yet, there is also other thing over which we can do absolute control. It is called free will. Free will confers upon us the capacity and capability to make decision. It gives us the power to choose. Its nature moves the butterfly to fly. But it's the butterfly's will determines which flowers it will visit. And come to think of it, life is really about making choices on a daily basis. What will I have for breakfast? What outfit should I wear? Who I'll be loving today? With whom will I be dancing tonight? Life is indeed a series of balancing acts, a never-ending chain of choices. All of us are by now familiar with the most iconic poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, in which he said, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." This is a poem about making life-changing decisions. Being or not being are decisions we have to make. The book lovers among us are well acquainted with the Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson, who in his novel Dr. Jekyll with Mr. Hyde wrote, "In each of us, two natures are at war, the good and the bad. All throughout our lives, the fight goes between them, and one of them must prevail. In our own hands lies the power to choose. What we want most to be, we are." God commanded Adam and Eve not to eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge and good and evil, which grew in the middle of the Garden of Eden. Deceived by the devil in the guise of a serpent, Adam and Eve chose to disobey God's order and took the forbidden fruit and ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, but it was too late. Displeased at their disobedience, God drove them out of Eden. God thus determined the kind of life we choose to live. Living is our own decision, our sole determination. Men become will be, they choose to be evil. Our nature and our free will work hand in hand to shape and mold who we are and who we are capable of becoming. We are invested with the awesome power to choose. All we have to do is to choose wisely. Yes, we are free to choose, but we must choose what are true and correct. The choices we make are guided and motivated by the values we adopt and embrace. We become what or who we choose to be. Therefore, choose wisely and well.